Medical workers rushed to aid dozens of people wounded in the northern Gaza Strip on Thursday when Israeli tank shells struck a compound that houses a UN school. This child survived the attack, but at least 15 others seeking shelter at the school did not. Israeli forces bombarded targets in the Gaza Strip, and Hamas-led fighters in Gaza launched rockets and mortar shells on Israel again Thursday, despite efforts by international mediators to negotiate a ceasefire. British Foreign Secretary Philip Hammond met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and lamented the rising casualties on both sides.
We want to see a ceasefire quickly agreed. We welcomed the earlier ceasefire proposal by Egypt, and we were grateful to you, Prime Minister, for your immediate agreement to it.
Mr. Netanyahu said Hamas militants were using Palestinian civilians as human shields, yet complained that Israel was condemned by the United Nations for defending itself.
This use of human shields is extraordinarily cynical, it's grotesque, it's inhuman. But what is equally grotesque is that Israel was condemned in the Human Rights Council.
Hamas leader Khaled Mashaal denied the charge.
It's not true that our resistance in Gaza hides behind civilians. The truth is that Netanyahu could not reach the militants, so he killed the civilians.
Israel says it wants Gaza to be demilitarized. Some say it seeks to destroy Hamas, but this is not likely, says the head of East Jerusalem's International Peace and Cooperation Center, Rami Nasrallah.
With all the propaganda, at the end, Israel is not interested in a chaos in Gaza. They want to have a boss, strong one, and there is a one there.
Hamas says Israel must lift its blockade of Gaza and cease all aggression as part of any ceasefire. This, too, is not likely, says Hebrew University professor Moshe.
Both sides now don't want to stop this one. Everybody wants a victory picture.
There is talk of a humanitarian ceasefire to allow relief to civilian areas, but at the same time, the deaths and suffering continue to rise on both sides. Scott Bobb, VOA News, Jerusalem.